What up? Benjamin D'Souza here, back with another vid, man. You already know what it is. Man, I ain't dropped a vid in a minute, man, because I'm coming out of Washington State, man, headed to Chicago, man. I had to go through Idaho, Montana, North Dakota. And if you've ever been through them states, man, the data coverage sucks. It really does. Wyoming is another one. It's like, it's just terrible. You get no data. Shit, I'm in Wisconsin now, so I'm back to civilization. But anyway, I just wanted to speak on a couple things that I've been seeing around these YouTube streets over the past week. And the first thing that I want to talk about is is Sean James and the man crisis, and just a brief point that I want to put. Well, it might not be brief, but just a point that I want to put on that, to what he said, that a lot of these black men today, or men in general, are learning female skills, and them being men, they can't use female skills, just like how women can't use men's skills. You know what I mean? And I want to add a little bit to that, because I think I've spoken on this in my past videos, is that it's not, as it pertains to black people, it's not just black boys growing up in these single mother households are learning female skills. They're also learning succubus, daggle, welfare mind state, niggas ain't shit type of skills as well. And I use this story as I have spoken on this, and I'm gonna use this story as an example. And this is just one story of many of my interactions with young black men, because I'm in my early 30s now, but all throughout my mid going into my late 20s, going into my early 30s, I would work at, I work a job and I'd be working around young brothers anywhere from 18 to 21, 22 years old, you know what I mean? And this was these, how you say, particular set of skills that they learned in their single mother household. It was just glaring to me. But I used to work at this parcel company, parcels, U.S. Post Office, UPS, FedEx, whatever. And it's around Christmas time, right after Thanksgiving. If you know anything about these parcel companies, after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all the way up until Christmas is the heaviest, volume that you're gonna get throughout the year. That's like their peak. They call it the peak season or whatever, right? So I'm working this shit. And I work there from like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to about 7. Then I leave there, go home, take a shower, and then head to class about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, right? So I'm trying to get up out of there. I'm trying to, knock enough trucks out, do enough work so I can chunk the deuces to my boss and be like, hey, I gotta go to class today. I'm out at 5, you feel me? So there's a jam in the system. The shit gets shut down. But they got things called E-regs or ICs, packages that are too big or too heavy to go through the normal system. So in order for me to knock this truck out quicker while we're down and we, while the system is shut down, I figure, hell, let me just get these oversized packages off, so we, not just sitting around doing nothing. So I'm in the truck, young brother, just started. I'm what, 30, 31 at the time. He's like 21, 22 at the time or whatever. I said, hey, yo, I'm about to slide these down the rollers. Grab them off and put them on that rack over there. Have you ever seen a black woman look at you, curl one side of her face up and kind of jerk her head back like, boy, who you talking to? I swear to God, that's the exact same look he gave me. It wasn't as feminine, for lack of a better term, as black women would do it. It was kind of masked in a gangster coding, if you will. But he looked at me like, boy, you not my boss. I said, oh shit. We trying to complete a job. I'm doing work. I'm asking you to help me do work. You here to work, right? You here to get paid, right? But for some reason, he had a problem with, and I wasn't even being authoritative, but I sensed that he had a problem with male authority, and not just male authority, but black male authority. Now the next week goes by, and I'm a scanner, so they sending packages out the truck and I'm scanning them, right? He's in the truck unloading with a Mexican brother. And they talking about, you know, where they come from and this, that, and the third, whoop wham, whoop wham. And the young brother says, yeah, man, I never knew my father. I said, bingo, I fucking knew it. Now see, these skills, if you can call them that the succubi cultivates is it's not so much skill, it's more so of a philosophy. Where they'll cultivate this philosophy of niggas ain't shit, and that all black male authority is to be rebelled against, and all male authority, period, is to be questioned. So they see their mothers operate on a day-to-day basis growing up, you know, disregarding the authority, or like, you know, quote unquote, of their boyfriends or other baby daddies or what the fuck ever. And they crystallize that, and they think that they can operate in the same manner. They go into a convenience store, or they go into a department store. They see that their mothers are just acting belligerent and bucking the male authority of the establishment. They crystallize that and they carry that with them. So now they get out here on the streets, they come across police officers, and they think they can conduct themselves against male authority in the same manner in which their mothers conduct themselves in the face of male authority. And this brings me back to that one video of that black police officer, I believe it was in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, when he was questioning this brother, and the brother, you know, bro, just produce your license. If you don't got one, just say I don't got one. You don't have to make a fucking spectacle out of the whole thing. And then the cop just get to put a goddamn family meal of pieces. It was like a 20 piece bucket of chicken on his ass. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at that man who's getting gone upside the head, who's getting knocked around. I'm saying, I bet you he learned that behavior from his mama. He done probably seen his mama cuss out his father and buck the authority of his father or his siblings' fathers. And now he comes across a black man of authority in a black police officer, and he thinks he can conduct himself in the same manner. And that black cop put a goddamn hurting on his ass. So, you know, it's not just, you know, it's not just that these young men are learning female skills, but they're learning daggle skills as well. I just want to throw that on top of there. On to the next. Now the Bakchat and the Susuing and the bad mouthing that's been going on by that of Nyla Says. She been talking bad about Nicole Michelle. Comparing Nicole Michelle as the female equivalent to Derek Jackson. One thing about that, Derek Jackson is not only, as Obsidian put it, he's selling lies. Not only is he selling lies, but he is painting a picture of something that is unattainable. It's unreasonable. No man with any sense or in his right mind. Hold on, let me choose my words carefully. There's basically the archetype that Derek Jackson is trying to construct and put in the minds of these chicks. That nigga don't exist. That nigga don't exist. Like the level of kowtowing and scraping that Derek Jackson is saying that these men should be doing to satisfy their woman or whatever it's just unreasonable. Nicole Michelle, on the other hand, she's not putting out unreasonable information. Is it unreasonable for a woman to keep a man? Is it unreasonable for her to act reasonable? To conduct herself with some decorum and in a feminine manner? Is that so unreasonable? And if you listen to the podcast where she came on the old man's channel, just listen very closely to the shit that she's talking. Siren, nothing but a siren. You know, she tried to make her voice as soft and as feminine as she could or whatever, and really not condemning nobody. Just another fucking politician, just tap dancing around every single question. Well, I don't know that. But as soon as Babatunde nailed her ass to the floor and made a distinction between Derek Jackson and Nicole, you seen that dagger come up out her a little bit. If you go put something on old man's put something on his books, get that podcast, rehash it, and go get the playback and listen to it. And I don't know what the fuck Nyla Says is talking about. And this bitch ain't even cute, by the way. I done looked at her page. This bitch look like goddamn Young Jock in the face. Talking about some meet me in the trap. It's going down. Face ass. Bitch, you ain't even all that cute. Big ass nose. You can drive a goddamn train through them goddamn nostrils. Yeah. Fat ass bell pepper nose. Bitch, you not cute, you basic. Take that makeup off your ass, you be busted. This shit, yeah, she full of shit. Like I told y'all brothers, I coined the phrase the Siren. Shout out to Black Ram 313. He came up with the succubus. The Siren is the mythological character of the Siren. Seduced men with her beautiful voice. And that's what I see these bitches nowadays doing. They talking a good game and they softening their voice up. Nothing but a siren. But yeah, let's get to this grand finale though. What's up with this? What's up with this bitch Synthetic G, man? Hey, what Jerome say on Martin? You selling that thing? And the old man hit it on the head, man. When you dealing with on point brothers, niggas ain't just gonna be paying you money and they ain't getting a return on their investment. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not out here dropping hundreds and thousands of dollars on a bitch and they ain't getting their pecker wet. You done got a couple pink peckers wet in your time, Cynthia. Shit. Now I'm not a pimp. Hell, I don't even play one on TV. But I do got some relatives who are like real life pimps and shit. And I'm on my way to Chicago right now, to fuck with my fam anyway. But one thing my cousin told me, man, he said, if you ever come across a bitch that will take money from a man to pay a bill, or just take money from a man to just buy shit or take gifts and shit like that, she will, or she has the capability of selling her pussy. Just a nigga ain't named her price yet. See, by Cyborg G's admission that, yeah, she has taken money from white men to be their sugar babies, if you will. She is admitting that she has a price on that box. And if she's dealing with some on-point white men, I'm pretty sure one of them, at least one of them, that met that price. So yeah, she's full of shit. This whore, prostitute, thinks she gonna come on YouTube and dictate to us men on what we should be doing. And you're literally a whore. Get the fuck out of here.